Hi everybody, today I've got a special video for you. I teamed up with some of my friends from around the globe. Wow, it feels kind of weird to say that, but literally. I've got Liam from Built-in TV from the UK and Chris J. Asher from his own channel, and he's from Australia. These guys are crazy enough to try and guess some of our Texan slang. Shit. Please share this with your friends. Maybe they'll find it funny too. I know that the Texans out there are gonna get a kick out of this. The words I picked, some of them are words that like people in my family said. And then I also asked people that I know in real life to send me ideas, and they sent me a lot, so some of these are words from them. But we're gonna have a great time. It's been super fun collaborating with these dudes. And please go over to their channels and subscribe to them. I'll put their links in the description. This is part one. This is only part one. So when we decided to do this, we all made a list and then made a video of us saying the words and sent it out to each other. I guess I just had too many slang words. When I got down to editing this thing, I have too much footage and it's too good to throw away. So this is part one. There will be a part two. And let's just get on into it right now. Shit. It
just sounds like going, ah, shit. Like it's a reaction to something.
Is it like Clay Davis in the way, like shit?
The dog took a shit over there.
It's gotta be shit.
It had to be the dog took a shit.
I'm on to you.
Shit is how people in the South mispronounce the word shit. So some of these are gonna be like that. Down here where I live, a lot of our slang is just poor pronunciation of the right word. Fixin.
Fixing. It tastes like food, like fixings, like maybe like some type of beans or something like that.
Why, your wagon needs a fixin' or something. I'm fixing something. Nah, it's gotta be, I'm fixing a sandwich.
I'm fixing to do that. Give me a minute.
What?
Hey, can you fix the toilet? I'm fixing to.
I'm fixing to do that.
I'm working my way up to it. I'm building myself up to doing this. I'm fixing to make this video.
Basically, fixing to is like I'm about to. It's like I'm about to.
So like I'm preparing.
Someone will be like, "Are we gonna leave anytime soon? You're taking forever." And you'd be like, "I'm fixing to put my shoes on." Buggy.
Like a June buggy.
Buggy.
I'm guessing it's like, because it's Texas, it's like a June buggy or something.
Grab a buggy. We're gonna need it.
It's gotta be a June buggy.
Go cat cross with a car that you can drive on sand. Bumper buggy baby bumpers or something like that. That's what I'm going with, like stroller.
A buggy is just a shopping cart.
So close. You got me on that one.
Ah, okay. Shopping buggy. I've heard of a shopping buggy.
I know that everywhere calls the shopping cart something different. I call it a shopping cart.
We call it a trolley. A shopping trolley.
Ah, here's one. Momonym.
Is that like homonym or synonym? Momonym.
Is it like a homonym that is it like dad jokes but that mums tell? Mums don't tell jokes. That is a dad joke. It's a momonym. I think I just did, alright. Sorry, I just did a dad joke.
How's your momonym?
Mum and him. How's your mum and him? Wait, how many people's are your mum dating? How's your mum and him? Dad? Is that you?
Yeah, I think it's like mom and that. It's like how's your family? Like how's your relatives? I'm going with that. I'm gonna go with that.
Basically, momonym is saying how's your family? How's your mom and them? How is your mom and them? Momonym.
Oh, and them. Mum and them. That makes more sense.
I struggled with whether or not to include this one because it's so obvious once you hear it in a sentence. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Code.
What's the secret code?
Code.
I don't really know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying.
It's code outside.
That's...
I don't ever say it like that. It sounds ridiculous coming out of my mouth. It's cold outside. You better wear your jacket.
Really? Really?
It's Christopher Walken being cold. Christopher Walken being cold. About as good as it gets in that impression. Baby, it's cold outside.
It's just a speech impediment. That's all it is.
Coke.
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 Like Coca-Cola. It's funny because when I was in America like 10 years ago, I went to an In-N-Out burger. They couldn't understand what the hell I was saying. I wanted, I don't know, a cheeseburger, fries, and a Coke, right? The guy that was serving me was going, "We don't sell cake." I'm like, "No, Coke." He's like, "Cake?" I'm like, "Oh." And then I had to go, "Coke." Ah, Coke. I'm not an idiot. There's no cake. Like, why would I just be going up there assuming that they had cake when it's not on the menu? I also had to say tomato in a KFC because they didn't understand tomato.
He's having water. I'll have a Coke. What kind of Coke would you like?
Does Texas have more than one Coke?
So when we say Coke, a lot of times we might mean a Dr. Pepper or a Pepsi. It just means a carbonated cola, basically. That's really common here in Texas.
Oh, it's like pop. Fizzy pop.
I feel like that's just a thing. Like if you go to a bar and they have post mix, you'll go a Coke. And it doesn't matter if they've got Coke or RC Cola or whatever Coke. But Dr. Pepper we definitely wouldn't call Dr. Pepper Coke.
Okay, I'm gonna get a little profane here. Shit the bed. Shit the bed.
Shit the bed's just a mess up. Yeah, we use that a lot. Shit the bed. Yeah, it means that you've messed up. You've shit the bed.
We have that one. I've heard that before. Like, you really shit the bed on that one. Like, you screwed it up.
Along the same lines, turd floater. Turd floater.
Turd floater.
A turd floater. Maybe in baseball or something you hit it. Oh man, I hit a turd floater. But you don't seem like a sport kind of guy, so I could be wrong.
Is that just like a turd that doesn't get flushed? Like you can't flush it? Or you flush it and then it sort of comes back round the bend? Is it that one?
It's coming a real turd floater out there.
Is it just something that's not good? Like a crappy day or something like that?
It's got to do with the weather. It's probably like extremely wet, like flooding, and turds are floating down the street.
I guess once upon a time the sewers could get flooded. I don't know. Turd floater. It's when you're having a really heavy rainstorm. I
was not gonna get that. I can see where it comes from though. I like it.
Ain't my first rodeo.
Ain't my first rodeo.
Ain't my first rodeo.
If it ain't your first rodeo, then it's not your first time. You experienced with this.
Well hell, this ain't my first rodeo. I've been doing this since I was 10 years old.
I feel like I've heard this, but it seems pretty self-explanatory anyway. I've done this before. I wasn't born yesterday. All of that sort of thing.
I know what I'm doing. This ain't my first rodeo.
This one was recommended by my good friend Chris Spurrier, and it's the real deal, Texas word. Tump.
I've heard this one.
Tump.
Don't tump over the glass. Water will go everywhere.
I feel like I'm trying to solve a riddle here. Is it like a tapping on the glass?
When you knock something over, you tump it over. And the only reason I know this is because of comedian Tig Notaro, who's from Mississippi, and it must be just like a whole southern thing. You knock something over, but it has to be filled with something, and it spills out everywhere.
All right, I'm gonna stop there, save the rest for part 2, and it'll have some real gems like the word stob and how we use dinner and supper and lunch wrong. So stay tuned. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed so you can catch part 2 of this, and hit the bell. You'll get a notification when it comes out. And again, please, in the description, I'm gonna put the links to these 2 guys' channels. Please go over there and subscribe. For guys like us, each subscriber really counts. It's a new friend we might make, and the higher that number goes, the more likely other people are to subscribe and become our friends. So please go to these guys' channels and subscribe to them. They also have their own versions of this. Chris Asher already has the video where me and Liam are trying to guess the Australian slang. Bricky, chippy, sparky? Who would have ever guessed? It's already live on his channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. So anyway, thanks for tuning in to this special episode. This is my first actual collaboration with other YouTubers, and it was really fun. I'm Bird Snake. Thanks for watching.
Ain't my first rodeo.